Tonight, I have found myself here in extravagant Beverly Hills, California. It's Thursday, January 14th, 2026. It's about 11 p.m., roughly 61 degrees. Kind of feels nice out here. I just thought I would take a stroll, check out the Rodeo Drive area, maybe see some of the opulent storefronts. Everything's closed, obviously. But I just thought it was a perfect night to come down here and take a walk. Right in front of the lily pond. It's hard to tell, but there's some lilies in there. Lily pads. Arguably one of the most famous signs here in Los Angeles. Maybe right behind the Hollywood sign itself. What's up, everybody? Chris Koster here. And as I mentioned before, I'm here in Beverly Hills, California. Just thought I'd take a stroll around the Rodeo Drive area, see some of the sights, and I'd love for you to come along with me. So let's get to it. "90210, the most famous zip code in the world." Kind of is incredible. I just read that the entire Beverly Hills area was the biggest lima bean farm west of the Mississippi at the turn of the century. Santa Monica Boulevard, Route 66. Close to the westernmost edge, that actually terminates in Santa Monica. Still got about 7 miles left on Route 66 if you made it this far. Next time I gotta prepare myself. I need that trusty cup of pick-me-up right about now. As mentioned before, it is about 11 p.m. here in Beverly Hills. Things have kind of quieted down. So I should pretty much have most of the sidewalk to myself. Hey, this oversized Matchbox car is only $1.25. Porsche 911, Carrera 1973. I'll take it. Wrap it up. I'll pull my van around the corner. Hey, I think we're off to a good start. Oversized toys calling my name. Mickey Mouse, Gumby, Pokey. If I opened a laundromat, I'd probably have colorful machines like that. Maybe. That's a cool Mickey box. Imagine seeing that under the Christmas tree. It all started around the turn of the century, 1900. The Rodeo Land and Water Company. They decided to build a residential town. And here we are, Beverly Hills, 90210. You got my heart in your hands, Wild Kong. I know in those early days there was a strong movement for Beverly Hills to be annexed by the city of Los Angeles. Pretty sure that was in the 20s. And that never happened, obviously. I think it was the 1920s when Beverly Hills truly became Hollywood's playground. That's a way to chain up your bike. Kind of reminds me of Pee-wee's bike, but I know that's not it. Ralph Lauren. Looks like they're getting ready for the Winter Olympics 2026. And there's Bijan on Rodeo Drive, one of the most expensive stores in the world. You can't even walk in there. You have to be invited to go shopping in there. Usually there's a yellow Rolls Royce or Bugatti parked out front, which is kind of a classic shot, but they must put it away at night. They do have a security guy right in front, protecting the most expensive store in the world. Any one of these stores, pretty much out of our league. Certainly Bijan, designer and men's clothing. It does have that rustic Italian countryside vibe going on it. You got the pottery, wall climbing ivy. Or one of the most expensive stores. Honestly, you really got to have the guts to drum up the courage to even walk into one of these stores. Like this one, Bijan, you can't even go. It's invite only. You have to be invited to shop in those doors. Bob Baffert. I'm sure he can afford that hat. The epitome of luxury down here on Rodeo Drive. I mean, I wonder how much this outfit right here costs. Honestly, I would say $5,000, but I wouldn't even know where to begin. Hey, Boxing Kong, you making sure all the storefronts are safe? You'll box anyone, huh? Not me. I'm your buddy. A lot of this cool art on Rodeo Drive. This one's from Richard Olinsky, Boxing Kong. Looks like the security guy bailed. This crosswalk guy is pissed.
Wait.
I'm waiting, sir. Cool lamps. Now we got Oil Kong. You kind of remind me of Donkey Kong. The Hideaway. Let's go check it out. The Hideaway. We found it. The Rodeo Vault. You got a little bakery and cafe. A scenic elevator. That's cool. Just a cool little promenade. Looks like some people are still taking a nice stroll down Rodeo Drive. It's winter, but we had a little heat wave for winter, at least here in Southern California. I think it was like 78 degrees here in LA. A lot of cars like cruising, revving their engine. That's how you know you're cool, when you have a really loud engine. Luxury storefront after luxury storefront. Cartier has their blinds down. They don't want us peeping on their merchandise. Panther. That's it. I guess he's blue. Those are some nice teeth. Still a decent amount of commotion going on down here. I guess people are finishing up their high-end dinners and drinks and making a ruckus down here on Rodeo Drive. Other than that, it's a quiet Thursday. As you can hear, they like revving their engine. The legendary Rodeo Drive. Got Tom Ford, Gucci, Montclair. think the noisemakers departed. And you can't forget Prada. In the 1920s, there was a giant wooden racetrack right in this area. I've seen pictures of it, and I've always wondered, what the heck is that? It was right here, Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills. Kind of incredible. And here's a pretty unique landmark here on Rodeo Drive. It's the Anderton Court Shops, a Frank Lloyd Wright masterpiece. Pretty cool building. I just read that was Frank Lloyd Wright's last building he made here in Los Angeles. Pretty interesting. Now we're at the center of the global fashion industry. If you're a fashion designer, you've made it if you got a shop on Rodeo Drive. This section of downtown Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, they call it the Golden Triangle. The most expensive land value pretty much in the entire United States. And they got a financial district too. A lot of money here. Banks, high-end shopping all around. Just never ends. Piles and piles of cash. And right at the end of Rodeo Drive is the Four Seasons, Beverly Hills. Famous for many movies, but Pretty Woman in particular. Really is cool being down here. I'm like the only person here now. Kind of incredible. Here we got Two Rodeo. It's kind of like a little walking mall, promenade type thing. Cobblestone. Fortunately, I can't walk through there right now. That's one of the negative things about coming down here at nighttime. Just more high-end fashion as far as the eye can see. It really does have that European vibe. I think that's what they were going for. Usually there's tons and tons of people. It's like Disneyland. And Rodeo Drive in general just gets hundreds of thousands of tourists every year. These sidewalks are packed. And 99% of the people can't even walk into the stores. Those streetlights are cool. Definitely has a backlot kind of feel to it. Almost more like a movie set than a mall. Maybe you're in Milan, Paris. And all the stores have guards, armed guards, like this guy. He has a suit and armor and a sword and everything. You're doing a good job there, Knight of Stefano Ricci. And here's the other end of Two Rodeo. This grand staircase is probably one of the most photographed sections of the city. It's so cool seeing it empty. If you're here during the day, like on a Saturday, everyone's trying to get a picture here. And that guy holding the clock is cool. You got it, man. You got the time? 11:57. Really is kind of incredible seeing these sidewalks empty. I've only been down here during the daytime. Tourists, as far as the eye can see, everyone window shopping. Even if you want to walk into one of these shops and act like you're going to go shopping, they'll kind of give you the look, kind of the stink eye, and kind of say, "Excuse me, sir, do you plan on buying anything?" It's like, no, I'm just kind of looking at everything. He's like, "Well, you're going to have to get out of here if you're not going to buy anything." You can't forget Versace. Opulence at 11. And look at this handbag. Jewel encrusted. I'm sure it's real. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Here at Versace. I found it, my suit. Man, imagine the undertaking to keep that thing clean. No red wine. No barbecue sauce. In fact, don't even eat or drink while you're wearing that thing. That goes for you, miss. Although you're probably a lot better at keeping clean than the rest of us. And a beautiful golden purse. As we approach the Four Seasons, Beverly Hills, I think it's just about midnight now. Man, what a beautiful building. Very ornate. And I love those 3 palm trees. Perfectly set. Right on the corner of Rodeo Drive and Wilshire Boulevard. The Pretty Woman Hotel. Wonder what the going rate for a night there is. I don't even want to think about it. The Beverly Wilshire, the Four Seasons, man, truly is magnificent. Built in 1928. I guess at the end of the Roaring 20s, at the peak of the 20s. Gonna go check out this chandelier. Man, that's a magnificent chandelier. Perfectly centered in the lobby. That's about far as I wanted to go in there. We were helping a customer at the desk and didn't want to make too much of a scene. But it is a beautiful lobby nonetheless. Beautiful marble floor, crystal chandelier. Just the opulence is off the chart here. Also the home of Cut by Wolfgang Puck. Probably the best steakhouse in the city. I was lucky enough to eat there once. Truly a luxury experience, unreplicated. It was the kind of restaurant where every person at the table had their own server. And they brought your plate of food all at once and they would set it down perfectly in sync for everyone at the table. We had about 10 people at our table and it was round, so it was kind of interesting to see that happen. Everyone got their food simultaneously. Truly a beautiful facade. Everything is real. The details are true. Cut by Wolfgang Puck. It was the best steak I've ever had in my life. Undescribable how good that steak was. People say, oh, it melted in your mouth and oh, it's so buttery and perfect. I mean, this was just on another world, the steak. There's a lot of good steakhouses here in Los Angeles. You got the Palms, they're really good. Obviously, you got Morton's and Smokehouse in Burbank. But Cut was on another level. Leagues and leagues above any other steak I've ever had. I got the filet mignon, and it was probably about, man, I want to say, I guess 10 years ago. It's already 2026, so yeah, at least. Every square inch of this hotel, so beautiful. All the detail on the trim, even the overhang at the top of the facade. Absolutely stunning. Just looking at that building really made this little walk totally worth it. I'm happy I got to check that out.
Wait.
Yep, I'm waiting, sir. Also, one of the safest cities in the world, Beverly Hills, which is kind of incredible. You're literally surrounded by the city of Los Angeles. So quiet and peaceful down here. We had those few noisemakers earlier. Oh, my turn. Causing a ruckus, revving their engine. Probably super rich. In their early 20s with tons of money. You got Rolls Royce over there, but it looks like they're under refurbishment. Usually you have premier merchandise right in that window on display. Looks like we've got a lot of construction here. Aha, that's right. We got the Metro Purple Line extension. I know the subway was going down Wilshire. I guess it's going right through Beverly Hills. That's a good shot of the lilies, the lily pads. It's going to be interesting when the purple line comes through Beverly Hills. It looks like they're going to get a stop. Typically, Beverly Hills is kind of a prudy town. They don't like the riffraff coming through. And I kind of remember that being kind of like a big controversy. They're like, oh, we can't have the subway come through, but I guess Metro got its way. You pretty much have to go straight through Beverly Hills if you want to make it to the west side. Century City, Santa Monica. Man, I can't get that Weezer song out of my head walking through here. Right here is the Beverly Canyon Gardens. It's a beautiful little green space. A lot of people like to have lunch, settle down for a little bit after your extravagant shopping trip. Looks like we can take a walk through there. Just a nice place to hang out. They got some nice fountains, cool little walkways, a lot of seating. Just a beautiful courtyard. Enjoy the beautiful sounds of the tranquil fountains. Truly is beautiful. You got all your shopping, come here, get a quick bite to eat, take it here, have your lunch. Just a nice little garden, have a cup of coffee. And just enjoy the greenery and the fountains and the tranquil setting. You can grab your trusty cup of pick-me-up right there at Sweet Beverly. Probably get yourself a pastry, ham and cheese croissant. Probably got a scone in there. Take some pictures, people watch, see what kind of shopping bags people are carrying. Beautiful chandeliers everywhere down here. The area is under video surveillance, which I don't mind. Gives you that peace of mind, especially with all this high-end merchandise you got down here. Just comes with the territory. Wow, I like these flickering lamps. Man, this is a beautiful corridor. You got the roses. You got the big oversized wrought iron type lamps. The columns and the arches. Marble floor. And now I've made it to the front of the Mayborn Beverly Hills. Another grand hotel. Looks like they got a Lamborghini parked out front. You gotta always put the nice cars right out front. There's just no other way about it. And they got a barbershop. Gornick and Drucker, barbering since 1936. Open 7 days a week. Man, can't believe it's been here since 1936. Everything is so old, and I've been using extravagant and opulent so much lately. What else can I say? Fred Hoyman's Beverly Hills. It's a cool little building. Giorgio. There you have it. The replica of the storefront of Fred Hayman's world-renowned Giorgio, Beverly Hills. Most distinguished shop for well-dressed men and women. Hey, you guys been holding that pose for a long time, haven't you? And that's pretty much what you see down here at daytime. Pretty cool. And if you think you got the money and you want to come down here and buy a mansion, there you go. Rodeo Realty, fine estates. They probably have a nice inventory. It's Canyon Drive, not Cannon. Some of the signs have the little squiggly line over the end, which lets you know. Really is cool walking around down here at night. Someone born and raised here in Southern California, you really don't get to do this kind of cool stuff unless you make it a point to do it. And I'm learning a ton of stuff along the way too, which is kind of cool. Here on Canyon, you got, I'm not gonna say cheaper shops, but I'm gonna say not Rodeo level, but what am I saying? Those sunglasses are probably $700. More like $2,000 sunglasses. Definitely the playground though, of the rich and famous. Nothing will be open in a lot of the videos I'll be doing. Just trying to go with that night vibe. And this is where you'll find the off-rodeo shops. Kind of like off-Broadway, but you get off-rodeo. Still, you got a lot of high-end shops and merchants down here. But leagues below Rodeo Drive. Not saying it's cheap. And probably still out of my league. Il Pastel. Looks like a cool little restaurant. I like their wall decor. And a lot of these little restaurants have a lot of sidewalk dining al fresco, which is kind of cool. If you're walking down here during lunchtime, it must smell really good. I found it. The best gift store ever. As I make my way away from the Rodeo Drive area towards Beverly Hills City Hall, Lambo, or Ferrari actually, really kind of blows your mind just how much money is out there in the world. So close but so far, right at your fingertips. Keeping the streets of Beverly Hills nice and fresh. Wow, this is a really cool 76 gas station. I think I'm gonna have to cross the street. Get a better look at this. Definitely one of the cooler looking gas stations I've seen. Definitely has character. Talk about mid-century contemporary 50s. Kind of has that retro futuristic kind of look. 76 always has the best gasoline. Makes your engine run nice. Unical 76. Pretty much kitty corner from the Beverly Hills City Hall, which is right here. Really not that much light on it, but we'll check it out closer. Truly another beautiful city hall. Southern California really has its share of beautiful city halls. We saw the Burbank City Hall, Los Angeles City Hall. Now you got the Beverly Hills City Hall. Just wish they had some more lights on it. Truly a masterpiece. They call it Spanish Renaissance. Completed in 1932. Really, it was intended to reflect the region's Mexican land grant history. Civic greatness at its finest. And this was actually used as a police station in pretty. And it looks like they have a very ornate dome at the top. But I'm pretty close up, so I probably have to back up to see it a little better. Even the side view is very beautiful. Well, I'm still in the courtyard in front. Just checking out the left and the right as well. And those are some beautiful lanterns. Beautiful ornamental trim around this arch. And you see this beautiful stuff all around here in Beverly Hills. And really all throughout LA and Hollywood too. They really took pride in their craftsmanship back in the heyday. And the way they make all that ornamental trim is they really sculpt it. It's kind of like an oil-based concrete kind of base stuff. They just sculpt it away by hand. Then it dries and it sets. Then they stick it to the facade of the building. Easy as that. It's not machine made or nothing. It's handmade by artists. Pretty much all that stuff is. And there's much more to that building. Beverly Hills City Hall. Haven't even scratched the surface, really, with anything. Rodeo Drive, Beverly Wilshire Four Seasons Hotel. So much down here in Beverly Hills. So much to do, so much to see. If you want to come down here at daytime. Everything's open. But I like coming at night. I purposely made it a point to come down here at night. Just to see what everything was all about. It's definitely safe down here. They got a lot of security, a lot of police, a lot of patrol, a lot of surveillance, and a lot of money. The Iron Root. Cool little piece of modern art, maybe? I don't know. Art. Looks like they got a free trolley service, the Jolly Trolley. 11 to 5, Saturday and Sunday. If you want to see the most activity, that's when to come down here. I think that's going to do it. I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, thank you very much. And if you're feeling adventurous, like, subscribe, comment below. Well, if you want to, though. I'd appreciate it. It's been a nice stroll through Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. Thanks for watching. Chris Coaster, over and out.